Providence International is a non-governmental organization started in September 2014. It is based in Nairobi and endeavors to turn around the current mismanagement of e-waste in Kenya in a bid to see that it is managed effectively. Statistics available show the e-waste generated annually in Kenya stands at 11,400 tons from refrigerators, 2,800 tons from TVs, 2,500 tons from personal computers, 500 tons from printers, and 150 tons from mobile phones.
Providence Care International is an NGO started in 2002, and we have been implementing several programs. One, we are implementing programs on health, that is HIV counseling and testing. We have clinical services and also other community-based. We also are doing environment and climate change programs, where this program is in, that is enactment of electrical and electronic waste management by law in national level. And we also have lobbying and advocacy in governance, and also we have other programs which are related to the many things we are doing. We also have at the community level, Machakos County, we have been able to mobilize all the stakeholders at all the ministries, as I have said earlier, and the MCAs have come in handy. We have had 3 major meetings and retreats with the MCAs. And we have been able to do most of our activities, that is about 95%. To this far, we have been able to hand over the bill to the Minister of Environment and Natural Resources in Machakos County. And also another copy has been given to the county assembly clerk, and therefore they are custodian of the same, because we are a legal expert who has been able to do so much on drafting of the e-waste registration.
The CEO of Providence International, Penina Mwenda, says they have embarked on an ambitious project to ensure a legislation dubbed 3EW bill is enacted by the Machakos County government. She says such legislation will help in promoting regulations requiring producers to contribute to e-waste management through a callback system by manufacturers, suppliers, and service providers.
We have started this journey of doing the bill on e-waste from September up to now. And I'm grateful that you've been with us since the inception meeting on 29th September 2014. Ministry members came, the technical team from the ministries, and we are grateful. We had a baseline survey in Machakos, and we know that this menace of e-waste is so great. Many of you said that we have it in our homes. Tunawaambia tafadhalini, e-waste registration ni yetu. Remember, ni kwa ajili ya maisha yangu, my health and your health. Environmental health ndio tunataka kutransform and to make it better than we found it as PWCI.
When this bill comes to our assembly, even if this week or next week, me as the deputy chief whip, I'll make sure that I whip all the members in time, so that we can make sure that this bill goes through.
We have appreciated your concern for the people of Machakos and the environment. So, the people of Machakos, this is now the high time. The bill is introduced officially to the Assembly of Machakos through the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources. Watu wengi katika Machakos hawataki kufanya vile inatakikana. Mtu kitu ikiharibika, instead of taking the right precautions, munapeleka kwa fundi, Unaachia fundi na fundi anajua mambo yake. The bill is in the right place at the right time, because we know there are many things which are happening. We know the government and the entire central government has not made a legislation towards this issue. The legislation which is there is for solid waste, and we are very lucky in Machakos. We have a professional in issues of environment, solid waste, and we have him with us here, Bwana Nzioka, who is a good professional, well advanced about these issues of solid waste, and I know he is going to make perfect work in the ministry.
Imekuja wakati mzuri kwa sababu kuna hii matatizo ya throw away or to dispose e-waste. Lazima tutafute mbinu za kutupa hizi vitu ili isilete madhara kwa watu. Mahali kama Singapore, mahali kama Japan, hawana minerals ambazo wanaweza kutengeneza vitu, lakini wana recycle. Kwa hivyo nataka kuhakikishia wale ambao wamekuwa wakiuzika kwamba upande wangu nitafanya hii kazi very quickly.
We'll be able to replicate the same to the 46 counties, because through the partnership of ACT, UK Hand, and the Swedish Embassy at the mall is the one which has given us the money to do this. We have been able now to make sure that the bill is on. And another thing we are proposing in this bill is how are we supposed to handle, to also refurbish the electrical and electronic waste, because the problem is there's so much of heavy metals which are entering into our rivers, into our environment, and they are coming from what? The appliances or the equipment from electrical and electronic waste. When they give these donations, where do they go to? They can go to our schools, they can go to our tables in the offices, and they are about to end of life.
Generally, we don't know, or we are ignorant of the dangers that, e-waste can expose us to in terms of heavy metals.
So to this far, we can say that now the bureau or the registration is with the rightful persons, because they have assured us by June 2015 they will have and all the processes done to make sure that the bylaw or the registration is enacted.
Providence International has been conducting public sensitization forums to help them learn the best practices of e-waste management.
National government and county government of what? Machakos. To make sure that there is enactment of e-waste registration in Machakos County, and we fast track e-waste bill in the National Assembly. We have also trained e-waste handlers and refurbishers, and we have been working with a lawyer to make sure that we have a good bill for Machakos. What? We have and community forums and so many round table meetings with technical people in the ministries, all the ministries in Machakos and all the ministries in Nairobi, and also we are many robbing and
identifying 8 ailments that are connected to this particular waste. E-waste includes what you can see there. We have the TVs, we have the computers, we have the motherboard, we have those integrated circuits you are seeing there, the wires, we have the batteries. Local governments are facing huge costs to handle e-waste, and even greater costs if they do not capture this stock stream at the point of production. The point of production is where unless we capture it at your own houses, then it will cost them more and more and more. There is no law that actively regulates and enforce e-waste industry standards.
A significant amount of second-hand equipment in the market with short remaining lifespan is imported into the country as dumping of e-waste from developed nations.
What they are doing is very good because we have a lot of problem in this county, especially on the Athi River and also within the community, where people do not have proper ways of disposing electronics. And also, we also have some of the electronic materials that flow into River Earth, and they are causing a lot of problem downstream. If you know that at the river breathes some fish, and most of the fish are dying, and whatever kills them, those who eat the fish, they are also affected. What I know is a major problem is ignorance. People have no knowledge about the electronic waste, how harmful it is, and it is good that they know. And particularly I would say, let's target the youth because they will understand more than the old generation. Once educated, they will carry on educating their peers, and this will bring a transformation and a great impact, particularly the positive impact in managing our waste.
A menace in our community. We therefore thank Providence for seeing that there is need to come and educate us on how to dispose the e-waste.
Despite many feeling that the e-waste has been more of a burden to the society, the same has provided employment opportunities. Many youths are involved in informal business of recycling e-waste, which has become sustainable through capacity building and providing easy access to funding.
Tunaiuliza ikuje chini iangalie hii, manake kuna biashara, kuna mtu anachukua chuma, kuna mtu anachukua the electronic motherboard, na hao watu ni repairers. Sisi tunawauzianga, tunapata pesa, hatutupi.
Yeah, I'm Pidalo from Tax County. I'm a technician by profession. Actually, I do hospital maintenance. That's my profession. E-waste in general, I can say the challenge which we get as technicians is some of our customers, they come, they just leave their machines, they need for repair, and then after a long time, somebody calls you, tells you, that machine, I want you to dispose it for me. So you find that it is a challenge for us as technicians to work, to know how to do with these machines and how to dispose them. Actually, I thank a program which is by Providence. They are working out, they are helping us to get a means of disposal. As I was saying, we have this program with Providence, and we are very much appreciating as the county government of Machakos, especially the technicians, we who deal with computers and phones, because they as a county government of Machakos and the technicians of Machakos, we want this program to at least to sail on, so that now we can have a better way and a better means of disposing our stuff.
Kwa majina naitwa David Maungu, nakuwa hapa Zion Electronics, nafanya mambo ya repair, na kuna vitu ambao zimezimwa, ambao wasifanyi kazi, mingi zao huwa tunaweka tu kwa store, hatujapata mahali, lakini tumesikia kuna mwelekeo, kuna mahali watu wanadili mambo ya electronics, wanatuelekeza kuna vile inaweza kufanyika, lakini kwa sasa tunaweka kwa store. Tuna support program kwa sababu hii vitu hasitakuwa ikiwekwa vibaya, vile inaweza kudhuru afya ya watu. Kwa hivyo program naona itakuwa na njia nzuri ya kusaidia hizo vitu zisiwe na madhara kwa wananchi.
The purpose of the program was to lobby for the enactment of the e-waste laws in Kenya, with a pilot initiative in Machakos County. To that end, we have been able to lobby for the fast tracking of the e-waste legislation in Kenya. That's at the national level. While in Machakos County, we have been able to come up with a bill towards e-waste enactment.
There are inadequate regulatory and policy structures to safeguard health, environment, and social consequences of e-waste. There is also limited capacity of government agencies and facilities to deal with e-waste.
Besides that, at the national level, we have been able to fast track the e-waste regulation, which we have been able now to make sure that it is not owned by the Committee of Delegation and Registration, but also it is now with the technocrats, so that we are able to get them, they are supposed to make some amendments here and there. They take it back to the Committee of Delegation and Registration, and then it can be given to the Ministry for gazettement.
On environment, we have interacted with Providence, and they have shown us the interest they have in e-waste. During our meeting, we agreed that what is there today are just regulations which have stayed with the Committee on Delegated Registration, and for a long time there was no action on e-waste. On our part, as the Committee on Environment, we agreed to go and follow it up and find out where the regulations were. We contacted NEMA, which is under our ambit, and we were able to tell them to follow up the regulations that they had formed long time ago. We also agreed that we are going to have a comprehensive registration on waste, which encompasses all types of waste. And now that Providence has taken a lead in registrating for e-waste, we agreed that the sector on e-waste that will give them or will take all the information they have been able to gather and make it part of the bigger bill.
And so, to this far, we are saying that though there has been some challenges, for example, the rent tips and the delays from the technocrats and the registrative arm of the government, the protocol says that if somebody is given a letter, he has to respond by maybe 2 weeks. And therefore that has been one of the things which have derailed our processes, and we have not been able to do validation meetings, but we have turned the validation meetings to community forums where they have come to give their views county level. But at the national level, you find that we have been able to do the necessary steps, and we can say this project is sustainable because the rightful personnel have now been given the e-waste regulation. They are working on it. And also we are saying that at the county level, the relevant technocrats and the county clerk of National County Assembly asked the bill. So we are saying we have done a lot within the 8 months period, which we have been implementing these 3 years in WB, as we have shortened it. That is enactment of electrical and electronic waste management bill. And to this far, we are saying thank you so much, our partners, that is ACT, that is we have also Swedish Embassy and UK HIND, plus other stakeholders who have worked with us. We say it has been a rigorous process, but we have been able to achieve a lot because of your partnership, because of your backing. And therefore we are saying God bless you. Thank you so much for being with us throughout the process of the same.